Hello everyone, I am Professor Dheeraj Tatar. In this lecture, we will see next topic of mass transfer operation. So what we have seen in last lecture, that different theories of mass transfer. Those are the film theory, penetration theory, surface renewal theory, and film penetration theory. So in this lecture, we are going to see next topic of chapter 3, that is a mass transfer coefficients. Topic name is the molecular diffusivities of the transport process. So the molecular diffusivities of the three transport processes. So which are the three transport processes? First one is momentum transfer, second one is a heat transfer, and third one is mass transfer processes. So the molecular diffusivities of three transport processes, that momentum, heat and mass, have been defined as first one, momentum diffusivity. So what is a momentum diffusivity? We will see formula for that. That momentum diffusivity is given by V is equal to mu by rho. V is kinematic viscosity. So before that, we will see what is viscosity. So what is the meaning of viscosity? So this question is often best answered by the example. So I am taking one example, that I am having one cup which is having one hole below the cup. Okay. If I then pour the honey into the cup, if I pour the honey which having good viscosity as compared to water, so I am taking the system of two liquid, that is honey and water. So if I pour the honey into the cup, I will find that the cup drains very slowly. That is because honey's viscosity is large compared to the water. Then I will fill again. I am taking another liquid, that is the water. Then I fill the same cup with water. Then what will I will observe that water will takes much less time as compared to honey. Means viscosity of honey is much more as compared to the water. So what is the viscosity? Viscosity is a measure of fluid's resistance to flow. So because of this property, we can easily find out what is the resistance of specific fluid to the flow. So viscosity is nothing but it is a measure of resistance to the flow. Next, so formula for that, momentum diffusivity is kinematic viscosity, that is the V is equal to mu by rho. Mu is nothing but dynamic viscosity and rho is nothing but density of that fluid. After that, thermal diffusivity. So what is thermal diffusivity? That is represented by alpha. Alpha is nothing but thermal diffusivity and is equal to the K by rho into Cp. What is K? K is thermal conductivity, rho is a density, and Cp is a specific heat. Okay. Next one, mass diffusivity. That is represented by DAB. We have seen what is a D, what is the diffusivity coefficient. We have seen in previous lecture that DAB is diffusivity of coefficient of component A into component B. That is a DAB. If I am writing that DBA, means diffusivity of component B into component A. Okay. Next one. Now we will see relations among these molecular diffusivities. We have seen these three molecular diffusivity. First one is momentum, thermal, and mass. Now we will see relation between these three diffusivities. So what is the relation between momentum diffusivity and thermal diffusivity? Ratio of momentum diffusivity and thermal diffusivity is nothing but Prandtl number. So Prandtl number is equal to Cp mu by K. Okay. Or we can say it is, I told you that momentum diffusivity is given by V, that is nothing but kinematic viscosity, and alpha is nothing but thermal diffusivity. Okay. After that, after solving, just put here V is equal to mu by rho, and after that put rho alpha is equal to K divided by rho into Cp. You will get Cp mu by K. This is a Prandtl number. After that, we will see relation among momentum diffusivity and mass diffusivity. So ratio of momentum diffusivity and mass diffusivity is given by the Schmidt number. So what is Schmidt number? That is the ratio of, in terms of formula, that is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to the dynamic viscosity. Sorry, kinematic viscosity to the mass diffusivity, and mass diffusivity is nothing but DAB. I told you DAB means diffusivity of component A into the B. After that, after solving, I will put here what is V, that is mu by rho, and after that DAB. So I will get Schmidt number is equal to mu upon rho into DAB. So this is a relation among momentum diffusivity and mass diffusivity. And third one, thermal diffusivity and mass diffusivity. So this is nothing but a Levy's number. So Levy's number is the ratio of thermal diffusivity and mass diffusivity, and formula for that is alpha upon DAB. DAB is nothing but mass diffusivity, or I can say diffusivity coefficient. Diffusivity coefficient of component A into the component B, and that is equal to K upon rho into Cp into DAB. So what is the significance of these three relations? Means Prandtl number, Schmidt number, and Levy's number. All these things are required to find out characteristics of any fluids. Okay, because all these things we required to design any equipment that is required in chemical industries. Okay, so all these things are required to design any equipment. So this is the basic things. That's why we are learning here what is a Prandtl number, what is Schmidt number, and what is Levy's number. So this is the formula for the same and relation among the three diffusivities: momentum diffusivity, thermal diffusivity, and mass diffusivity. Next, now we will see some analogies among mass, heat, and momentum transfer processes. What is analogies? Analogies means similarities. If something is defined in mass transfer like this, so in the same way, how to represent the same thing in heat transfer or momentum transfer? Now we are going to see those things. Means we are going to see similarities between mass, heat, and moment transfer. In other words, I can see analogies among mass, heat, and momentum transfer. So first analogy, Reynolds analogy. So that is given by Kc upon V infinity. So it is the ratio of thermal conductivity to the kinematic viscosity. That is equal to H upon rho V infinity into Cp. H means heat transfer coefficient, rho is a density, V is a dynamic viscosity, and Cp is nothing but specific heat, and is equal to F by 2. That is a friction factor, F by 2. So this is a relation that is given by Reynolds analogy. That is a K upon V is equal to H upon rho V into Cp is equal to F by 2. And F is nothing but friction factor. What is a friction factor? It is the measure of resistance to flow. It is a measure of resistance to flow. That is nothing but a friction factor. And this is the most important term to design any equipment. Means what material we are going to consider to design inner part of the pipe. Suppose I am taking example of pipe. So what material we are going to consider? So what is the friction? What is the maximum capacity of that material to resist any flow? So all these things are required in designing. Next one, Chilton-Colburn analogy. So what is significance of Chilton-Colburn analogy? Now we will see this, that is given by JD. What is J? This is the J flux. Okay, so JD is equal to Kc upon V infinity into Sc raised to 2 by 3. So what is Sc? That is a Schmidt number we have seen in previous slide. Sc, that is a Schmidt number, is given by mu divided by rho into DAB. Mu is nothing but dynamic viscosity, rho is nothing but density, and DAB is a diffusion coefficient of component A into the B. So that is JD is equal to Kc upon V infinity into Sc raised to 2 by 3. So this is a relation given by the Chilton-Colburn analogy. An analogous factor for heat transfer. Same thing for the heat transfer is given by JH is equal to ST into PR raised to 2 by 3. Okay, what is the ST? That is nothing but Stanton number. So I will explain you in next slide that what is the Stanton number here. Okay, so JH is equal to the ST into P raised to 2 by 3. ST is the Stanton number and PR is nothing but Prandtl number raised to 2 by 3. So what is the Prandtl numbers here? Prandtl number is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to the thermal diffusivity, means momentum diffusivity to the thermal diffusivity, that is equal to Cp mu by K. So next, so based on data collected in both laminar and turbulent flow, we know that there are two regions, that is a laminar flow and turbulent flow regions. So what is relation for this term? So that is equal to JD is equal to JH is equal to F by 2. Okay, so this is analogous behavior of mass transfer, heat transfer, and and momentum transfer given by the Chilton analogy. Chilton and Colburn analogy. Now we will see Taylor-Prandtl analogy. Means similarities between the heat, mass transfer and momentum transfer given by Taylor and Prandtl. So the expression developed in this analogy are for heat transfer. Okay, for heat transfer, I told you that is a Stanton number for heat transfer. So Stanton number for heat transfer is equal to F by 2 divided by 1 plus under root F by 2 in bracket PR minus 1. So what is F? That is a friction factor. I told you F is a friction factor, and that is the measure of resistance to fluid, or resistance to flow of any fluid in any material. Okay, that is the F. And what is PR? That is the Prandtl number. That is the Cp mu by K. So all this is Stanton number is required to design equipment which are useful in heat transfer. Okay, and what is the driving force for heat transfer? I told you that driving force for heat transfer is temperature difference. Means if you want to transfer heat in any two systems, so there must be temperature difference. Then we can transfer heat between those systems. After that, analogy for mass transfer. So Stanton number for mass transfer is Stanton number for mass transfer now. Okay, so same thing is there, that F by 2 divided by 1 plus under root F by 2 into SC minus 1. But in heat transfer we had Prandtl number, but in heat mass transfer we are having Schmidt number. So Schmidt number is present in mass transfer, and in heat transfer there is a Prandtl number. So this is the analogy, means this is the similarity between mass transfer and heat transfer. So this Stanton number and this given by these two relations, means Taylor and Prandtl analogy are developed for heat transfer and mass transfer only. So this is all about in today's lecture. What we have seen, briefly I revise all these things in this lecture now. So what we have seen in this lecture, we have seen the molecular diffusivities of the transport processes, that is the momentum diffusivity, thermal diffusivity and mass diffusivity. So momentum diffusivity is nothing but the ratio of dynamic viscosity and density. After that, thermal diffusivity is equal to alpha is equal to K by rho Cp, and mass diffusivity is nothing but diffusivity coefficient, means this is represented by the diffusivity coefficient, that is the DAP. After that, we have seen the relation among these three diffusivities, means what is the ratio, means Prandtl number, Schmidt number and Lewis number. After that, we have seen similarities or analogies among mass, heat and momentum transfer. So what is the significance of this analogy? Means for designing purpose this is useful, but if you are having any characteristics or any definition or any defined factor in mass transfer, so how to find same factor in heat transfer? So for those things, these analogies plays important role. Means suppose we are having some factors related to mass transfer, but how to find corresponding factor in heat transfer, how to find in mass momentum transfer. So for this purpose, or to observe the similar behaviors or different behaviors in different processes, different transport processes, mass, heat and momentum, all these analogies are important. Okay, so this is the basic things of these analogies. So in last line I can just say all these analogies are important to design any equipment, because we are at the last moment, what we are doing, that we are first creating process, after that we are creating some equipment to operate those processes. So all those design requirements, these are the important factors to consider. So this is all about today's lecture. Next lecture we will see next part of mass transfer. Thank you.